Hello, precious, here again. Today there is a scripture, Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 11. It says, He makes all things, He makes everything beautiful in its time. That is our God. Our God is a God of speed, but also our God is a God of process. I know a lot of us will love speed. I love speed. I love to do things and see the result instantly, just like we love miracles. But there are times that in our lives, some things need to take its process. It needs to take its time. For example, for a woman to conceive and be expecting that the baby to conceive today and be expecting that the baby should come out in a day or in a month, that is totally impossible. There is a process that is required. It requires 9 months, 9 full months, and obviously medical practitioners will say between 37 weeks and 40 weeks is full term. It's always within that period, but it takes a process for that growth to actually be made manifest, for that growth to take the right pattern, and then you now see the full manifestation at the end of 9 months. Just the same way, so many things in our lives that needs process, that needs time for it to manifest. I know that we have set goals for ourselves in 2023, and sometimes it looks as though some of them are taking longer. Sometimes it looks some takes quite faster than we thought. I've experienced that in several instances in my life. For example, when I was going to write my first book, I told myself I gave myself 12 months that I was going to write and get the first draft ready in another 12 months. However, the God of speed showed up for me at that particular time. I enrolled in a courses, write that book in 30 days, write and publish your book in 30 days, and which was what I did. That was speed. But actually, there's also some things in our lives that takes processes. The same me that was able to write a book in 30 days was the same me that it took me, a process of like 6 months, thereabout, roughly about 6 months, to be able to lose some weight, some significant weight, and see the results in my physical, my health and fitness goal. So that's the same thing that it happens to so many of us. We have goals in our lives. We have set goals for 2023, and sometimes it looks as though those goals are taking longer. But what I've come to tell you today is just the same way that scripture says. It says, He makes everything beautiful in its time. While you are still working on yourself, while you're investing in yourself, while you're looking at that goal, you're doing everything to move you towards that goal. What you need to do at that particular time is, yes, I know that some of us, we can be so hard on ourselves, myself inclusive. I love to push myself, even sometimes beyond limit. But sometimes we need to be patient with ourselves. We need to be kinder with ourselves. We need to accept ourselves for where we are and continue the work that's required to move you towards that goal. Which means that I will say them in a list order that yes, be patient with yourself. That's number one. And trust the process. What it is that you're doing, as far as you're convinced, you know that you're doing the work required to take you the required steps towards that goal. Is it your financial goal? Is it your health and fitness goal? Is it your career goal? Is it your business goals? Sometimes we tend to love speed, like I said, but sometimes we tend to set unrealistic goals. But it's time that you begin to be patient with yourself. One, accept yourself, trust the process. Now, also look at the progress. Look for the wins that you see in as you get towards that goal. Don't look for perfection. Just look at the progress and begin to celebrate your wins and be grateful for those little wins. I think those are the few nuggets I will share with you today. In the next video, I will share some more so that I don't overclog you. So, like I said, be patient with yourself. Be very patient with yourself. Push yourself. Do the work that is required. Invest in the books. Invest in reading. Invest in the seminar. Invest in going for the course. Invest, in your spiritual goals. Spending time with God. Studying. doing everything that is take your fitness goal, eating the right food, doing everything that it takes for you to move towards that goal. But however, while you're doing the work, trust the process. Be patient with yourself. Accept yourself for the present state that you are while you keep your eyes towards the goal. But even in that moment, be grateful for where you are. Look for the progress and celebrate the wins. Don't look for perfection. Just look for the progress. For the progress and not perfection. And I tell you, while you are in that season, you will see the goals being made manifest. So I leave you with those words. And I want you to really, really look at the state you are at this moment and look at those things that you still need to put in place. Just be patient with yourself, follow the process, trust the process. And I know that that goal will come to manifestation. See you at the top. God bless.